Hi there and welcome along to After Effects tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at making a little animated logo using the simple timeline transformations and exploring the things that we can do with that. So what I've done firstly is I've set up a little logo, and you might want to do the same. And it's a simple 4-layered file. It's got a piece of text, it's got a diamond and a red diamond and a little background there. So it's a simple file, but it's got 4 layers and I've named them and it's all set up ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over into After Effects here and I'm going to import that file. So that's a nice thing to be able to do. I'm going to bring that file in and I want to make sure that this is going to be a composition and not footage. Footage will bring the thing in as one simple element, and it's not what I want. I want to be able to play with each individual layers, and I'm going to say OK to that, and I'll notice that I now have my layered file in here in Illustrator, or from Illustrator. Now I'm going to double click to access my comp. So double clicking in here, it's going to allow me to have a look at this composition, and there it is. So it's all looking very good. Okay, so I can select each and every layer, move this around, transform it should I so need to. So let's explore a simple transformation, or a set of simple transformations. We have the ability to, with each layer, pressing the letter P on my keyboard will be the first transformation property that we can use, and that's the position. That meaning that I can go left, or up and down I should say, and left and right. So I have up and down, left and right, X and Y axes if you prefer. Pressing the letter T on my keyboard will change that to the opacity, so I can then fade that in or fade that out over time. Okay, with my layer selected, pressing S on my keyboard will change that property, so I can then scale him in and out as I require, and I can then shut that up by pressing the letter U. Okay, I also again, once again, pressing R on my keyboard will access my rotational properties. So there are 4 simple transformation methods, and there's a lot we can do with them. But what we're going to do is set our file up first, and we're going to set up some keyframes all together, if you like. So this is going to make our life very easy once we try to make this logo fit. Okay, I'm going to make that up a little bit bigger so I can see. So with all my layers selected, I'm going to be pressing P on my keyboard, and that's going to bring up the position for all of those layers. And by hitting the stopwatch, that's going to put all my logos, or all my keyframes in at the same time. Now I want this thing to work all together, or everything to coincide, and that all things happen at the same time. So I'm going to do this in a particular way. I could drag out my playhead here and try to guess exactly where I want things to happen, or I can come up into our clock, if you like, up here, and I can press a particular keyframe or a point in time, and 100 will take me to exactly 1 second. What I'm going to do then is hit my diamonds again, and that's going to give me the keyframes. I'm going to hit 200, and that's going to take me out to 2 seconds, and I can put my keyframes in there. And once again, I'm going to take it to 300 and hit my keyframes in there. So they're all going to be nice, and they all happen at the same time. That's a very good thing. Alright, I'm going to go back to the start, and I'm going to show you one thing here. And with all these layers selected, if I press on my text layer, or my diamond, or my red, or my ribbon, this little dot here is going to show a layer there. That's going to basically show me just that layer. So that's what that little dot will do. And this is now my text layer. What I'm going to do is bring him on from one side, have him sit on screen for a minute, and go off the other side. So I'm back at my starting point, and I'm going to position him all the way off to the side like that, off screen. He's going to come on for 1 second and fall off the other side, or fly off the other way, so off he goes like that. Very good. Okay, very nice, very simple. I'm going to hide him, and I'm going to work on my yellow diamond. So the little dot here is my guy, and the yellow diamond will do something similar. So I'm going to start off to the side, pressing the letter K will advance me to the next keyframe, pressing K will advance me to the next keyframe, and the last keyframe I want him to go off the other side. So it's going to go like that. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to hide that layer and have just my red diamond. So my red diamond now, I'm working on the positional elements of this, and pressing the letter K will advance me to the next frame. J will take me to the preceding frame. So J is where I want to be at the start in time, and I think we're going to come in from the bottom, like so, like so. Pressing the letter K will take me to the next keyframe. I don't want any movement here, none there. Next keyframe, and he wants to shoot up to the very top. So, boom, boom, very good. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the very start, and my ribbon, if you like. So, my ribbon is what I want to have now. So I'm going to have him come from the top, so pressing the letter K advances me. Yes, okay, he's going to start from the top. Pressing K, advancing me each keyframe, and he's going to drop out the bottom at the end of this animation. So let's see how we go. So there's our animation. Let's run that very quickly with the space bar, hitting the space bar, coming on for a second and coming off. Very good. Okay, hitting the space bar. Very good. Okay, that's where we're at today. We're going to pick this up and take this a little bit further in the next video, and I hope that was good for you. I hope you learned something there. Thank you very much.